Hello, everybody. Welcome in. This is It's Dangerous to Go Alone 45. My name is Crab, and I'm joined today by my lovely co-commentator, Gren. How are you doing, Gren?
I'm doing great, thank you. This is going to be a fantastic tournament, having seen all the teams that have signed up. The individual skill level this time is through the roof, and I'm looking forward to seeing the games we've got today.
I cannot wait. This should be incredible.
Absolutely.
So, in case you're new, It's Dangerous to Go Alone is a solo registration tournament for anyone who's interested. All skill levels are eligible, I should say. Completely free to sign up.
The range of skill of signups is actually incredible. You have people all the way up in 3000 X powers, ranging all the way down to people still in C and B rank. It's completely fascinating. The experience is basically tailored to you when you sign up. You input your skill levels, your comp experience, that sort of thing, and then you get seeded into 3 or 4 different brackets depending on how many people there are, each roughly equating to a similar skill level, and then you go and play the tournament you're about to see today.
It's truly a lighting moment to see just what bracket you get seated in. Lowest of the 4 currently is Courage bracket, followed by Wisdom, Power, and Master bracket, which is the highest and most recently introduced. Just, I believe, last is Dangerous to Go Alone.
It's last season it was introduced, and I believe we both have experience playing in it. It is quite a fascinating experience.
It's intense. Master bracket, kind of scary.
It makes the tournament truly feel like open skill to have a bracket where the average player skill is so high.
Moving forward, in case you were wondering, the format today will be 3 rounds of Swiss bracket in a best of 3 style. Top 4 of the bracket move on to the top cut, where it is single elimination best of 5, and the entire map list is predetermined, so there are no counter picks.
The entire path through the tournament, including top cut, there will be no counter picks at all today. Every map you will see on this screen, as we have up here first. In our first set, which is Hungry Hen versus Daffy Dominator, we're starting on Scorch Gorge Clan Blitz, and then moving to Mahi-Mahi Splat Zones, and then if a game 3 is needed, we'll be heading to Crableg Capital Rainmaker.
Ooh.
Now,
very
well, what's it like being Crableg Capital?
I am the Crableg Capital of the world.
That is true, yeah.
Gotta love Crableg Capital.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about the Scorch Gorge Clan Blitz for a second. I personally am not a huge fan of that map, even though it is run in almost every single tournament I play.
I've had long discussions recently with some people about viability of map modes in certain tournaments. This is, in my eyes, a perfectly fine map. It's one of the more balanced Clan Blitz maps, since Clan Blitz has quite the dichotomy of either really good maps or really terrible maps. Like, you've got the difference between a Museum d'Alfonsino and a Hammerhead Bridge. Scorch Gorge is like the healthy middle ground, where mid is very well balanced, and attackers and defenders don't really have a distinct advantage at any point other than getting wipeouts. Ultimately, it just depends on the skill level of the team and how well they know how to play around the map's layout, especially with the pillar in mid, which is AoE heaven, basically. It's fascinating to see the playstyles people use on this map. There are no 2 similar games on Scorch Gorge Clan Blitz, especially with the removal of Crack and Cheese.
Oh, you're absolutely right. I was about to mention Crack and Cheese, how it was kind of ruining this map mode specifically. I didn't really see much of Crack and Cheese except on this map mode.
Yeah, I think the specific reason for that. The specific reason for that, in my eyes, is because the map is so small and the path from basket to basket can be basically skipped entirely if you drop off of the right side of plat. It makes for a very, very short Kraken jumping experience.
Did not think of that. I'm excited to see how this one's gonna go after that got completely removed. Now, having the person using Kraken have to give super jumps at the spot where it started.
We're going to get straight into it. Hungry Hen in yellow on the left. Spleef Narco Redley Slime Sare versus Daffy Denomination on the right. Zero, Lychee Alive, and Dethic. Small amounts of lag on the opening screen.
Just a teeny tiny bit. Don't. just a little. Okay, we see an rush come out. Is that an undercover?
It's interesting, like fascinating comp choices already.
That's an undercover, brother.
There's also distinctly a lack of AoE on both teams apart from like the torpedo of the Wiper on the side of Daffy Domination.
This should be a very, very interesting map.
Bush already claiming the pillar in mid, getting picked off immediately by the NZAP on the side of Daffy Domination. Very stalwart opening. People just swarming around the pillar and opening Crab up on the side of Hungry Hen.
Whoa. That's a Crab tank. Pop your cooler. There you go.
Cooler down on the ramp to the side of Daffy Domination, being rushed down by the NZAP trade.
And narco trading.
Yeah. Very
trying to push up.
Wiper flanked with a hammer getting 2 hits on the side of Daffy Domination. Daffy Domination have a large advantage as of right now, the recall of the Inkjet as well. And now they can force some points here if they play their cards right. However, the Ink Rush in a perfect position to get 3 down on the side of Daffy Domination. Hungry Hen now on... Daffy Domination still managing to score, however, which is interesting. The ballpoint is up on the side of Hungry Hen, trying to hold space and stall the basket for as long as possible. But 46 points down like that, more to come on the side of Daffy Domination.
Yikes.
Hungry Hen need to get specials to get back into the match here.
Hungry Hen seems to be a little bit locked out here. But slowly are picking off Daffy Domination.
However, the Clam's still being able to stall the basket out. But it looks like the push here for Daffy Domination is going to end, despite they still got specials, so they're going to have a very, like, seemingly easy defense at the minute. The Zap does go down, however. They don't have any Tacticooler. The Hammer is out. Getting 1 down. But being picked up by the Crab.
And Zero does this belief on the Stamper.
Reach Slider up on the side of Daffy Domination, but being cancelled mid-slide.
You just see this Stamper going around trying to pick somebody off with those verticals. Will we see
Undercover running across the grates. Bold strategy on a map like this, especially with a Stamper who can so easily jump up and vertical flick you into the afterlife. 2 down again on the side of Daffy Domination. Hungry Hen can start to think about making a push here. However, they do need to be careful of Daffy Domination's Hammer and Reef Slider, which can instantly shut down any push. 2 down to a single hammer flick. The Brush being able to clean up afterwards, though. 3 down on the side of Hungry Hen now. Daffy Domination reversing the situation quite easily. However, they've not gained much space in mid because of the Stamper being able to hold the NZAP in the corner. Engaging with the Crab Tank now.
That Crab Tank again.
2 down
Canceling
on the side of Daffy
right
Domination. An awkward position for Daffy Domination. Hungry Hen can take more and more space as it goes on. And with the Killer Whale up now, they've got room to move.
Too confident.
With a counter Trizuka. The NZAP with extremely strong mechanics, being able to evade literally everyone running at them, but they have to go down eventually.
That movement was incredible.
Because right now, Daffy Domination using the space made from the failure of the push to rebuild specials, trying to force anything to get in with, to try and extend their lead any further, or even to just chip away at the penalty. However, they are 2 down again, leaving just the Wiper and Undercover we've seen so far, using the Reef Slider to try and buy space, but ultimately dying to the Killer Whale.
Very unfortunate.
And 2 down, it's just piece by piece for Daffy Domination, they're currently falling apart. 3 down, the late Wipe almost.
Crab tank.
Yep, however, Hungry Hen do only have 2 players up and they don't have a power clam at the minute, besides the pity clam they got from the first push. So they're still going to need to play quickly to get clams. It ultimately depends on holding Daffy Domination currently in their base. They do have the clam up. They just need picks now, and then they can score and fight back through this game. And the tactical being up as well. However, the Ultra Stamp getting 3, forcing Hungry Hen to reconsider their push.
Mopping the floor.
And taking a lot of space on the retake.
Yikes.
Typically in a game like this as well, where you see the undercover, you wouldn't expect there to be such a strong play.
Oh, absolutely.
Hungry Hen trying to hold space, trying to force a push now because they need a power clam to get in. They do still have their pity and 1 clam underneath basket. They've got 2 clams up now and a tactical underneath the basket. This is their chance to win the game. They are in overtime. The Reef Slider to counter the clam.
Overtime.
2 down on the side.
It goes down.
Daffy Domination.
Power clam in. Bleep down.
They need to hold the space. Hungry Hen need picks here. And with the amount of space they have now, it's looking like the win is completely off the table. And that's game 1 to Daffy Domination.
Hungry Hen had a very good push at the end, but just lost it.
They needed a push like this to come earlier. It felt like they were too hesitant to push up at certain points in the game. And their special usage was fine, but it was nothing on the scale of Daffy Domination's hammers and Reef Sliders, which were just constantly fighting back against everything they tried. At the minute, going to Mahi-Mahi zones, I would be interested to see any potential comp changes, because I feel like Daffy Dominator comp here, like, it works again in a very similar way. They've got the zone cheese with the Reef Slider, they've got Ultra Stamp to get picks off for anyone who remains, they've got a Trizuka, which is obviously the strongest asterisk special in the game right now, and then obviously they've got the Zap with the high paint output and the Tacticooler.
What's with that asterisk?
I feel like Trizuka still needs the cooler to properly function, as does most every weapon in the game in general.
Yeah, it's because of cooler meta.
Yeah.
Coming from a cooler main.
Yeah, I would be interested.
Cooler is very needed.
I would be interested to see if any teams end up running a coolerless comp today, especially in a tournament where you have so little time to prepare. Because to play a set against a cooler while coolerless, you need insane coordination and confidence on retakes. And you're less likely to have that if you've been practicing together since teams were announced on Wednesday. Well, Friday. They were announced on Friday, I think. Were they announced on Friday or on Thursday? I don't remember how this worked.
I don't know when they were announced. All I know is today's Saturday and I'm home.
Yeah. Anyway, the point of the tournament is you have very little time to prepare, but you use the time you can, get used to your teammates, and then you are thrown into the Gladiator ring. And in this case, the Gladiator ring is a pool ring, a pool floaty.
Yeah, you get a pool noodle as your weapon.
Yep. I mean, that's essentially what the Wiper is. Anyway, game 2.
Game 2, Hungry Hen, Daffy Dominator.
Currently match point for Daffy Dominator. Let's see if they can keep the momentum going into this game, or if Hungry Hen can find a way to counter the comp. Slight change up on the side of Hungry Hen. Daffy Dominator playing very similar. Yep. They've swapped out the Wiper for Octo Shot here, interestingly.
I think Tri-Strike work here better than Ultra Stamp. So I agree with this change.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential now with the comp for chip damage, especially with the undercover. However, the squeezer goes down on the side of Daffy Domination. Hungry Hen have the room to move forward, getting a wipeout immediately, 20 seconds into the game, and they have full map control already. The amount of space they've taken in such a short amount of time is incredible. And with the Reef Slider cancel as well, like, they're playing a very staggered game, Daffy Domination currently. Hungry Hen have more and more room. However, that's a 3 down on the side of Hungry Hen.
And now the water dropped.
The map has opened up. You can now enter the zone from more angles, which Hungry Hen are using to their advantage to retake the zone. 2 down on the side of Daffy Domination. Hungry Hen once again pushing them back up to their plat. Daffy Dominator need to regroup here, get specials, and try and wall out any possible specials like the Trizuka we've just seen picking the undercover Brella. 2 down again.
I feel like Leche was the only hope there.
They do have the Daffy Dominator have deployed the Tri-Strikes though, so they might be able to paint the zone and stall for just some more time while they try to regroup here. No Zipcaster.
Oh, there's the cap!
And there's the cap, presumably from the distraction. Cooler up on zone as well. They can play to hold this, they just need the picks. However, it looks like the picks are going to the side of Hungry Hen as of right now. 2v2 situation. Hungry Hen managing to cap the zone somehow to stall points and give 14 penalty points on the side of Daffy Domination.
Ooh, we see Tri-Strike ready to be popped any second now. Oh, and
they're holding them to
Daffy
potentially
Domination.
stall the zone as long as possible. Trying to force right drop here, which is an interesting strategy. The Stamper attempts to fall left, but is instantly picked off by the Octo Shot. And now the push is extremely staggered, especially with the Reef Slider, which picks two. Hungry Hen are currently still on the back foot. That's 3 down. That's a delayed wipe. And now they have to really think about how they're going to get back in here, because they can't just force this. 2 down again on the side of Hungry Hen. They need specials. They need picks. They need some entrance tool. And it looks like they're not going to find that, as they constantly are 2 down. They don't have a way to cycle specials. But it is a 2v2 now. Paint is questionable on the zone.
Maybe?
It is possible to cap here. It's 1 point remaining, but
never mind.
Daffy Domination take a second game, and therefore the set 2-0 to Daffy Domination. Crab, what were your thoughts on that game?
This was a good set. Very close on that Mahi game as well.
The last second neutral from Hungry Hen, putting some hope into the game before being swiftly shot down by Daffy Domination's rapid paint.
It gave me hope. It gave me hope. I was holding it, and then I kind of dropped it a little bit.
I mean, that's what they did with the zone, honestly. It's so fascinating to see an undercover play their specials so well on a map like this, and like being able to work around the weapons, chip damage, and quote-unquote paint output, despite not having much of it. They're able to use that to its strengths, and it shows with the Reef Sliders that set.
No, was not expected at all. Of all Reef Slider weapons to run, I was expecting maybe an S-Blast, maybe a Tetra Dually. Undercover was a very bold pick, but I loved it. I loved every second of that.
And that's quite a common theme throughout tournaments like this. People show up with the most insane weapon pools. Like, I've been on teams with Reflux 1 tricks and people who play like such different weapons, like as an example, like a Lunar Blaster and an E-Liter. Like, everything like this is possible. You can play any weapon and win this tournament.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was on a team last season where we decided it would be a good idea to just kind of. We were already here's a little story. We were already down 2-0 in a set. It was play all 3, and we just kind of decided, you know what? We're gonna run double Clash, double Junior.
That's awesome. That's so many splat bombs.
And we wound up winning the game.
The most seemingly meme comps are capable of packing some insane punch. Like if you play a comp with Quad Torpedo, for example, the amount of chip damage you can get from that is ridiculous.
Quad Torpedo is scary. Don't do that.
Yeah, any comp you play can work in most settings, unless you end up playing something ridiculous like Quad Squiffer.
Don't do Quad Squiffer.
That's just not a good idea.
As you mentioned earlier, I feel like the reason that works is because teams have such little time to prepare. They don't know what they could run into. They don't have time to analyze every single other player in the bracket and what they could possibly play and how to counter it.
Yeah, I feel like on sign-up this tournament is a flex player's dream, since they can so easily adapt to the weapons that other teammates want to play. If you have a wide weapon pool and can play a variety of different comps and different weapons to your advantage, you can so easily use that to make the tournament easier for everyone else on your team and just demolish everything in your path.
Absolutely. It's very, very interesting how it works, because if you have a player who can both play something like, I don't know, V-Shot, and then you have a Zekofin as well in their weapon pool, they can do whatever they want, basically.
They can
if you don't
so
have an anchor,
easily
you go
adapt.
Zekofin. you go Zekofin. If you have an enter, you go Visha. It's pretty simple.
And it makes for some really interesting team building activities. Like, for example, in Danger to Gold on 43, when I played it, we ended up being seeded with 3 different blaster players. So we all ended up playing different weapons in the same vague pool. Like, we all had, like, obviously blaster as one of our weapons, but it was like, I can play machine, and this person can play V-shot, and stuff like that, and you can still easily build around something like that. It just ultimately depends on how comfortable you are with changing weapons, and that's a great quality to have in a tournament like this where you're signing up alone, since you can't control the teammates you get.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. That's just... 3 blaster play? How does that happen?
I feel like the priority in the sign-up form was slightly different, so they obviously didn't put Blaster as their first choice, which in that case they probably wouldn't have done that. But,
oh, that's a really good point.
Yeah. I feel like it's safe to assume that when you sign up, you should put your weapons in order of which ones you want to play, because then you're going to be most likely seeded in the team where you can play your first choice weapon.
True. I feel like that should be like common sense. Like, okay, what weapons can I play? And you think automatically of the weapon you play the most. Like, for example, I would be NZAP. So I'm gonna be like, what weapon? Oh, NZAP, obviously. So I put that in V-Shot, and then like N-Splash, something else. I feel like it just goes in that order mentally.
Yeah, I'm so sorry that you have to play such a passive weapon in a comp like this, where every weapon is viable. You are like your team's sacrificial lamb.
That's a crazy statement. Sacrificial lamb, I love that.
Yeah, in Splatoon 2, I was an NZAP player, so I was the one spamming armors for the team. I know how it feels to play weapons like this. Obviously, with the recent buff, it's obviously better at fighting.
There's a difference. Cooler and armor. Armor is disgusting.
Yes, I'm a blaster main. I'm aware of how awful it is to fight.
Cooler, however. I love Cooler.
Cooler's great. It's obviously still problematic because of how strong it is and how you absolutely really need it most of the time to play anything.
Who cares if it's problematic? That stupid refrigerator is my baby girl.
I mean, fair enough. I still think the icon on you're looking at it in the top right of the screen, it looks like a Moai statue.
I have to look at that now.
I feel like that's quite an important thing to point out. I think I tweeted that when it first got revealed.
I need to turn on.
This game's design philosophy is so interesting, especially when comparing the beta designs to modern designs.
Definitely. Now, hang on. Okay, Splatoon 3. Now I'm opening my Switch, trying to see if you're right or not, because this changes everything if you are.
If you're wondering, by the way, why we don't talk about comp in between sets, is because stuff like this is so much more fun. You can this is a platform to talk about anything in between. Like, obviously we're going to focus and lock in when we're watching a set, but you can kind of just screw about in between sets, and I feel that's a quality that is sorely lacking.
Where do you see a Moai statue?
This is something that I will have to explain afterwards. I can draw an outline in MS Paint.
You might be crazy. Moai. I'm like thinking, trying to picture it in my head, and it's not showing up. I can. Oh no. Oh, I don't like this. It kind of looks like, you know Squidward's house from SpongeBob?
Yes.
It kind of looks like that.
Do I have news for you? Squidward's house is a Moai statue.
No, it's not. Wait, no, you actually have to be lying about that.
I think you should look at it. I think you'll be severely either disappointed or shocked or horrified.
There's no way. Squidward's house is a Moai. That just does not compute. There's a syntax error. I'm like a calculator.
Yeah.
Squidward house. Oh my god.
I ruined everything.
Why would you do this?
It's stuff like this that is just fascinating. I don't know how else to describe it. This Squidward's house is a tacticooler.
No, don't say that.
That it's a horrifying thing, but it's like how ketchup is a sports drink.
I beg your pardon?
Well, it's made of fruit, it's made of tomato, and it's got like 20% sugar in it.
I have a bottle of Gatorade right next to me. This does not...
I like the impression that's just a bottle of Heinz next to you.
You have a point. But I don't like that you have a point.
The world is full of patterns for those with eyes to see.
You're... Like, did you know that NZAP is based off of,
The Zapper.
yeah, like that.
And like how the S-Blast is based off of the Nintendo Blaster.
Yeah, exactly. What else? What else is there? The Squiffer is based off of, what is it, like laundry detergent or something?
A bottle of Windex.
Yeah, same thing. I could dump a bottle of Windex into my washing machine and my clothes will come out just fine.
That's the power of the Squiffer. I can see why people like Jade main it.
What else? What else? So now I'm trying to figure this out. What other references are there?
I'm gonna just look at the list of weapons.
That's a really good point. The Splat Roller is based off of a paint roller. Who would have
That's
guessed?
insane. There are some strange things. I mean, you'll never guess what the slushing machine is based off of.
Oh my god. Is it a lamp? It's gotta be a lamp, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, look at me. I'm so smart. I'm
Yeah.
like I'm a genius.
We're getting there.
Here's one I actually like did not know until like a while, like not too long ago, like not a while ago. The squeezer is based off of a champagne bottle, and I don't know how
You're
catch
popping your champagne.
I don't know how I didn't catch that.
There's a few fascinating design choices.
Enough about design choices. How do you pronounce Mako Mart?
I'm British. This is a terrible, terrible question to ask me. Because it is Mako Mart here.
Mako Mart?
Yeah.
That's a new one.
Yeah, it's certainly a pronunciation. I'm sure that the Brits in chat can rise up and back me up here.
No, because it's either Mako Mart, Mako Mart. Wait.
I'm just not as posh as the average British person.
Yeah.
I just say Mako Mart.
Mako Mart, Mako Mart, or Mako Mart. So there's 3 now? I'm gonna cry.
I mean, Marco and Mako are basically one and the same.
They're the same thing pretty much, because they're both basically British, but like, no. One sounds fancier, the other one...
Yeah, one sounds like... I'm trying to think of what the US equivalent would be, I wouldn't know, but in the UK that's like comparing a Waitrose to an Aldi.
Comparing Costco to a Walmart.
Is Costco really that high-end? I'm interested.
I consider it as high-end, because I love going to Costco.
The UK has its own Costco. It's quite strange.
Define quite strange.
I mean, it's very similar in concept. I think it's essentially the same thing where it's like a warehouse full of basically just pallets of whatever you want. You can buy ridiculous things like gallons of yogurt if you really want to.
Oh, yeah, no, there's like... Last time I was in Costco, you could get like a 5-gallon tub of toothpaste or something.
Yeah, But it feels strange when you go into a shop like that and you see like a fully inflated like pool floaty hanging on the wall next to like the collection of Minecraft tutorial books. It feels like nothing's organized.
I would buy that floaty. That's a Minecraft floaty.
Potentially, I'm not sure. Isn't Costco high-end because you're buying in bulk? That's a great question.
What was the question?
In chat, isn't Costco high-end because you're buying in bulk?
I mean, kind of.
It depends on how far in bulk you're buying.
It does. It really does. No, you're right.
Yeah.
Because, like, let's say, like, you can go to Walmart and you can get, like, a 30-pack of, like, Welch's fruit snacks. Like, if I buy that, that's like, decent. Like, now I have 30 packs of fruit snacks. Like, hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
But, like, if I go to Costco, there could be, like, a 240-pack of those same fruit snacks for, like, maybe $2 more.
You can buy anything in a Costco.
You can buy anything in a Costco.
I feel like it's truly one of the places where if it was fully locked down and, like, everyone else had died, you could live... Like assuming you could, for some reason, live forever, you could probably live for a couple hundred years off of just the supplies in a Costco.
You could. You absolutely could. I think Matt Pat made a video on it, if you could live in a
he did a regular grocery store with no electricity and whatever, but I feel like in a Costco you could probably live for longer, because they probably have actual gardening supplies. They have things that would make life enjoyable as well. Like, the amount of, like, games that you have in there, like, I remember at one point going into a Costco and seeing, like, a small basketball hoop. And obviously they're going to sell basketballs somewhere. You can get away with doing basically anything in there.
Exactly.
It's like the same logic of you could live in an IKEA.
I mean, yeah, you could, but, like, you would need food.
Most IKEAs near, like, in the UK have, like, a cafe or a bistro.
I'm actually dumb. I forgot about that. I haven't been to an IKEA in, like, years. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Also, in a Costco, sometimes they have those, like, you know when you, like, go outside, like, sometimes one of your neighbors has that, like, playground set up in their backyard?
Yes.
They literally sell those inside the Costco.
Yeah, but it's the sort of thing where it's like they'll have it fully assembled and just hanging on the wall.
Exactly. And I don't know how they do it. Do they bring, like, a crane into the building to put that up? Because they have to it and then put it up somehow.
I like the idea they have, like, a small cherry picker, they roll it in, they elevate someone, and they start assembling it sideways on the wall.
Oh my god! That's awesome!
There's a few different ways they could go about it. Also, if it's sideways and on the wall, you can still climb. That's still climbable.
It's climbable. It's just you could die, but
you could, but it's worth it.
Exactly, it's worth it. If you go down the slide, sure, you face plant into the concrete floor whenever the floor is made out of a Costco, but, like, still.
If it's hanging on the wall, either you're sliding straight up the wall, which doesn't work, or you're sliding down something and then you just keep going. Further and further.
That sounds like something I'd do.
Yeah, and typically the floors in Costco are, like, concrete or tarmac, which is not ideal.
Not pleasant, no.
Yep. Especially not from the height that some of those things are hanging on the wall. I don't think... people at home, do not climb on Costco walls and slide down the slides there.
Do not try this at home.
Yeah. Don't try it in a Costco either. Let's be clear. Just don't
try it at home. Don't try it in a Costco.
I mean, you can try it at home if you have the right safety precautions and you're supervised by paramedics and whatnot. But I don't think they hire paramedics for in a Costco.
I don't do that. Wait, what if someone, like, breaks a bone in a Costco? Do they
typically you'd call an ambulance?
But, like, what if, like, in the back, like, of the, like, the bakery section,
it's one of the things they sell.
They just have, like, an EMT.
They sell a personal paramedic assistant.
That's something not good.
Yeah, we're in strange territory at the minute. We'll
Um,
have round 2 at some point soon, and then we can give up on our Costco adventures.
we're talking about Costco after round 2.
we can just keep going. There's nothing stopping us, unless
There-
DGEM
there-
comes in and physically removes us from the call.
That would be funny though.
It would be. The DGEM colonizes the call we're currently in. No more Costco.
DGEM takes over the Costco.
Yeah, Costco goes bankrupt solely through
No!
DGEM's influence.
No.
This conversation is so strange.
You ever been to the Costco food court area?
I don't know if that's a thing in the UK.
It's
That's something
not.
for me to look up.
They have pizza, hot dogs.
Yeah,
I think
the Costco, the one Costco that I've been to in the UK, it had a cake baking service.
it had like they make the cake, or you make the cake in the Costco.
As in, they make the cake. It's like the custom cakes. Well, quote unquote custom. It's like you can get custom text on cakes from a Costco.
Yeah, no, they have those in America too.
Yeah. I don't know about a food court though. As in,
Yeah,
I don't remember seeing one. There probably was one there.
It's like right at the entrance. Like I know the Costco I usually go to. It's like right on the left to the front doors.
Yeah.
Because you walk in, you turn left, and they have like big signs. It's like usually a corner area. It's like big signs above like a huge counter register type deal where they have like huge pizza slices, foot-long hot dogs, and like churros, pretzels, ton of stuff. It's really good. The cookies there are good too.
Okay. I feel if there was a food court in the Costco that I've been to, it was probably like when you enter, it was probably on the far right side. And it's like you enter, you go up the left side, and then you enter properly, and then start looking at rafts and whatever else you do in a Costco.
Rafts. That's an interesting thing to look for as soon as you go into a Costco.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't know what
you
you need.
You park your car, you go into the Costco, and you're like, I'm gonna buy a raft today.
In Costco, you're for all of your kayaking needs.
But only your kayaking needs.
Yeah, nothing else. They don't actually sell anything else. They just sell kayaks and life vests.
And occasionally fishing rods. It depends on
Yeah.
what time of the day you go.
Yeah.
If it's after 6 p.m., they have the fishing rods.
And after 6 p.m., they go out and start doing the fishing.
Yeah, that's why they have the fishing rods, so you can join them.
It's actually all the paramedics they had in that one room.
Why are we talking about Costco again?
I don't know. This is just how it developed. I feel this came from what I was talking about, how you pronounce Mako Mart.
Oh yeah. And then wait. Oh, we
You
were talking
mentioned
about
that
like
it was Costco and
fancy-
Walmart.
fancy accents, fancy way to
Yeah.
fancy way to say Mako Mart, and then you brought up the Aldi and whatever, the other store,
Yeah.
and then I said Walmart and Costco. Now we're here.
Yeah, we got to this point, which is fascinating.
It's something. Honestly,
really is.
I don't know.
It is strange how we can go down such a rabbit hole from literally nothing interesting.
To Costco,
Yeah.
they have like what's the word? Like rip off Costco's like everywhere. Because I know there's like this one store,
like-
BJ's,
Yeah,
Where
so
it's just
shops that
wannabe
do similar
Costco.
things.
It's just wannabe Costco,
Yeah,
but like
but they-
not Costco.
Yeah, they can never beat the prices.
It's Costco but red. And I don't like red. Red is a very weird color. We don't.
the sudden change is awesome. We're going to start talking about like color theory for another 10 minutes now.
Hell yeah. Oh, let's do that.
I mean,
What's your favorite?
my name is quite close to a color.
Is it your favorite color?
I would say that green is quite a good color. There was discourse on Twitter a while back of like, someone saying that they love greens, and it was like one specific hue of green that
That's
was like
yellow.
people
I
call
only like
nice.
this one specific hex code of a yellow.
Yeah, there are some really utterly disgusting colors, but that's just how it is. They can't all be good.
What's an example of a disgusting color?
It's like you go in between yellow and green, and then you make it really, really dark. And
So,
you have... If I had a color picker, I would just do it.
am I
It's
allowed
like-
to swear?
I have no idea. That's a really good question.
Are we allowed to swear? Hang on, I need to ask DJM now.
Yeah, this is an important question. This could decide many future sets. I just won't out of caution.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. We don't want to ruin the chat for anyone. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're not allowed to. Be careful with your words.
No, that's like part of my brand. So here, I'll phrase it like this. So it's just like a crappy color.
Yeah. And I believe we are having the next set now, or any second now.
Finally! It only took 2 years.
Yep.
Guarded
GG
Gap
versus
versus
BB. And this is a round 1 replay. Okay. I feel like this is because the bracket's taking too long. The Lunar Blaster on the side of GG. I'm not going to say my biases.
No, say your biases. Say your biases. I know
He's
your
like
biases.
my best friend. What am I supposed to say? And then double Zuka on the side of.
Ew.
Hang on. Which team? My colors are. There we go. The colors are sorted now. I think.
Brief bonding.
Maybe. The colors are flipping back. Okay, yeah. GG is in the purple. BB is in the yellow.
Nope, I'm okay. Guarded Gap has a. No. Oh,
Yeah.
whoa.
Colors.
Brief bonding has a Luna?
Yes.
Okay.
Double Zuka on the side of Guarded Gap. 3 down immediately.
I don't know what happened to that.
Oh, there's Graph. Hello. Brief Bonding have a lot of map control at the minute. It's just quite hard to focus after previous conversations.
Costco.
Costco. Zuka up on the side of Brief Bonding. They're trying to force a lot of
Has an
space here.
inkjet ready.
Squeeze it down again on the side of Guarded Gap.
Spamming fizzies.
Yeah.
I just realized double fizzy.
Yeah. There's a lot of doubles in this game. I'm interested to see how they play around it. Guarded Gap forcing the ballpoint back a great distance into their base. They do have backup, however, so it looks like it won't be much of a problem for Brief Bonding.
Ballpoint still has a
Zuka
inkjet, which is a little surprising.
Yeah. I feel like that. Yeah, they're holding that for a better advantage. 3 down on the side of Guarded Gap. Brief Bonding can take a lot of room here. Depends on the squeezer now for defending purposes, but they go down. The ballpoint needs 1 more point for a power clan, but I assume they're just going to put these in now.
Yep.
Inkjet's going to come out here to hold a lot more space.
There's that inkjet I was saying.
Yeah. Instantly taken down by the squeezer in a trade. But they do manage to maintain a lot of their points thanks to the special saver of the Tacticooler. The push is petering out now for Brief Bonding because of the players gradually going down more and more. Their ballpoint going back down again with so many special points as well. Guarded Gap can use this opportunity to take a lot of space and rush up the ramp now.
Oh, definitely. I saw Guarded Gap had popped the Tacticooler. They have
There's a Zuka
Ultra
up now.
ready.
That
in case they
Ultrasound
want-
can do a lot of damage here if they decide to drop. The shot goes down, however. Brief Bonding might get away with defending this push. And getting away completely free. The Dynamo does go down, however. Shot down as well, they're going to be able to force this climb quite easily. Here comes the hammer.
Ooh, there goes the ballpoint.
Yeah, leaving just the Luna to defend the basket right now, and they go down. This is a delayed wipe on the side of Brief Bonding. Guarded Gap can force a lot of points here.
There's that
The
Zuka.
mini does go down. The Zuka being able to force the shot to like lose more of their special again. The power climb goes in, giving Guarded Gap the lead. However, this Inkjet is going to be able to clear up the room for for brief bonding, and they're going to be able to peter out the push here and take back more mid space. However, the squeezer on the pillar in mid is not making it easy for them. They do eventually go down, but they were able to hold that space for a solid 5 seconds at least, and that means a lot in a game of Splatoon. The Luna just invading their plat, getting the shot, but unfortunately going down behind Nest here. Jumps into the pillar on mid. The Dynamo able to zone a lot of space very easily with their horizontal flicks.
Yay, AoE.
Here comes the hammer from Luna again, just rushing onto their plat. 2 picks on the side of brief bonding. Gotta Gap go 4 down. That's a wipeout.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
And they're bringing the power clam as well. There's a lot of potential here.
Jumping in with the cooler, that was.
There's 3 points to go. 1 clam wins the game for brief bonding on the spot. Can they find it? They can. Brief bonding do end up winning the game.
1-0.
An insanely, very well coordinated push at the end of the game, making it very, very simple for brief bonding.
That was beautiful.
Slight bit of worry when the hammer came out at the end to try and force them out, but they were unable to pick off the last clam carrier, and they were able to dunk that for a final 3 points.
So, while we're waiting,
yeah.
What's your favorite product Costco sells?
It's hard to choose because your option is everything on the planet. I don't know if we're going to look at the rest of the set or if we're just waiting for set 2 to be ready.
Nuh-uh. Costco time.
Yeah, Costco. I mean, it helps fill in the dead air while we wait for everything to be done.
Exactly.
The favorite product at Costco is a really hard decision because I've been to a Costco once, so the only things I can think of is what I bought when I was there, which is like just a vat of Greek yogurt and some. I'm trying to think, what else did we even get? We probably got we probably got alcohol or something. Obviously, I didn't have access to that.
Yeah, unfortunate. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I can't drink either.
Yeah. Let's not get into the politics of alcohol, but probably the yogurt. The yogurt was good.
How big was the tub of yogurt?
It looked like a bucket of paint, if that makes sense. It was about that size.
How did you store it in your fridge?
It's a great question. I don't remember.
How did you do that?
I think our fridge is like fridges have removable shelves. I think we literally took the middle shelf off and put it in the bottom, and just stored stuff on top of it as well. You can work around it. Anyway, here we go. They're on Splat Zone's Mahi-Mahi Resort now.
This is same teams.
I think the same comp for brief bonding here. Very drastic change up on the side of Guarded Gap.
And a Zinc Mini.
Yeah, Mini and Nautilus on the same team is interesting. I wonder if they're going to be able to play to the strengths of their weapons with Mini being such a good slayer and not being able to hold so much space so easily. The ball point goes down promptly for brief bonding.
Yeah, compared to brief bonding, Guarded Gap has a much more aggressive comp.
Yeah, they also have a lot of range with Ballpoint and Dynamo, and it's going to be interesting to see them play around that on this map specifically. They're going to be able to lock out space a lot easier. Luna here, going down to the Crab Tank. There's 2 down to the Crab Tank. The Crab Tank can force a lot of space here. And they can force everyone off zone. This should be a cap for Guarded Gap. And now they can use the space they've gained to their advantage. The Nautilus going for a pick on the shot, able to get it. And this bubble is going to be absolutely instrumental to holding the zone for now.
Oh, definitely.
Luna running in, going straight down to the Nautilus. Guarded Gap just needs specials to hold here.
We do
4 go down. 2v2 situation now. The Mini and the Naut versus the Luna.
Water down.
Not running forwards.
Oh, I thought that was definitely the spring where I was going left.
Yeah. The Inkjet up on the side of brief bonding. They should be able to use the space that the Inkjet gives them to move forward. The counter Crab Tank. They're going to be able to pick that off though. Yes, 3 down on the side of Guarded Gap, and brief bonding should be able to cap this with relative ease. And Enzap isn't going to be doing much to them in this situation. And now it is Guarded Gap who are on the back foot. They do have a lot of time, about a minute's worth of points. And with the Luna standing under the ledge here, there's no way they could... I was about to say, there was no way they can get off in a situation like this, but the Splash able to kill them with just fall off and able to cap the zone with what seems like such ease. And this match has been so back and forth so far. The Luna running in and getting another pick on the side of Reef Bonding. Guarded Gap still being able to hold the zone for now though. Reef Bonding are running forwards and it's not going well for them. In this situation I feel like they should have focused more on the zone. And now Guarded Gap have another 40 points before the end of the game. The Inkjet goes down as well. The hammer goes down as well to the Nautilus. The Nautilus with 3 down, the triple from the Nautilus. But they go down to the Zuka. This Zuka needs more picks. This Zuka needs more picks from the Sigma Zone, and that's a delayed wipe on the side of Reef Bonding. Surely they can't get back in time because of the crab tank.
Nope. Yeah,
and that's game. We're going to be going to a game 3.
Wait.
Crableg Capital Rainmaker, if I remember correctly.
I'm incorrect. Guarded Gap won. I forgot. My mistake, original.
My mistake, original gangster.
No, this cannot be forgiven. Now I'm to come on and see my Pantaloons. Alright.
Round 2 up soon. Hopefully one day. I wonder if will we actually get to see game 3 for the set? Will we get to see how the set ended?
I hope. I want to see a Crableg match.
I would like to see a Crableg match as well, because Crableg Rainmaker is basically a purely team coordination based map. If you get a solid defense on the map, the opposing team can do nothing to take you down, really. People in chat rallying for game 3.
Game 3, game 3, game 3, game 3.
We'll see if they give it to us.
Chat's gonna riot.
However, I do think specifically Acing in chat, who is rioting for this, is biased because he is the Luna that was playing that set.
Oh.
Are we getting it? We get the set. We get game 3.
It.
No spoilers though. Splash instead of the Luna for brief bonding, which is interesting. The Pro and the Jet coming out on the side of Guarded Gap. This is such an intense, this is an insane change of weapons.
Vanilla Pro.
Yeah. The Dynamo swapping to Range Blaster is fascinating.
How does this work?
I don't know. However, again, I know the playstyle here quite well from Brief Bonding, because again, I'm friends with 2 of them, and I coach the range.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, I mean, on the opening so far, not much has happened. The Pencil is very aggressive in holding mid-space. They do take the Rainmaker, which is an interesting choice, considering the Toxic Mist was put up. However, the Rainmaker managing to survive in pit somehow.
Oh, okay. Understood.
Throwing themselves off the side of the map for some reason.
We take it.
Pencil's still holding a lot of room here for Brief Bonding, being able to zone out the space on this map so easily, considering how small of a map Crableg is. However, the Rainmaker is in such an awkward position for both teams that any team that goes to pick it up will be at a disadvantage for a short amount of time, simply because they have to move the Rainmaker out of the pit that it's in.
Alright, yeah.
I'm interested to see whichever team takes it. 2 down on the side of Brief Bonding, such an effective Zuka. However, they do stall the Rainmaker in the pit further, just being able to buy a tiny bit more time for them to regroup and get their specials. Looks like Guarded Gap are going to get the checkpoint though.
We get the checkpoint.
Now it's a game of getting specials on the side of Brief Bonding. If they're able to force people off of the point where the Rainmaker is, then they're able to things quite easily. However, 2 do go down without specials on the side of Guarded Gap. Brief Bonding are able to take a lot more space here.
Keep in mind, Brief Bonding does have a crab tank ready that can be used at any point.
I feel like they're going to use that to try and force a checkpoint. However, the shot does go down the side of Brief Bonding, so if Guarded Gap are able to pick off the Rainmaker here, which it looks like they will do because they're in such an awkward position, and the Zuka's up as well, there it goes, that I don't see Brief Bonding getting many points anytime soon with coordination like this.
No, they might. I hold out hope. I still hold out hope.
I hold the hope.
I don't know what Range is doing, though.
Yeah, they need to readjust their gameplay at the minute. The Rainmaker is probably going to reset in this position. Range trying to play around the left wall, trying to zone away people from the Rainmaker shield.
Yeah, there's their...
That's a delayed wipe on the side of Guarded Gap. Brief Bonding are able to force points here. It depends on which way they're going. Looks like they're going to take it left side, as of right now. They're moving along the grates, never mind. And they get picked off by the Zuka as they climb the podium, meaning that Guarded Gap are holding onto their lead for dear life at the minute.
Still 1 down to Guarded Gap, though.
Yeah.
2 down. 2 now.
Brief Bonding can use this to their advantage. The issue is right. Oh, here it goes. There's the dunk. And
Guarded Gap is slowly going down.
Yeah. With the Crab Tank up as well, Brief Bonding have a lot of pressure up at the minute. They pop it. They do take the lead, even if they do get picked off promptly by the ball point. This is a really strange position. Not ball point, heavy edit, my bad. This is quite a strange position. Guarded Gap realistically need to drop this off to prevent anyone sharking in and stealing the Rainmaker from them, or they can let it reset and just defend this with their lives.
You will never see another game like this on Crableg Rainmaker. Actually, right.
Yeah, this is fascinating so far. Guarded Gap winning the pop quite easily. All of Brief Bonding ganging up on right side to try and... I just think the plan is range aiming for the heavy edit.
Oh, okay.
1 down each side. Guarded Gap flanking and taking the lead by 10 points.
Wow.
Brief Bonding need to readjust the way they're playing now as well. The thing is with Crableg Capital is that you need to force... You can either go top right, which is you're much more likely to win the game to your top right, especially with extra picks. 1 down on each side. Or you can run left, you can rush left and force more points. That way faster, but you're more likely to die. But that's a wipeout on the side of Brief Bonding. Guarded Gap still have a lot of room to work with here.
Section Bomb just barely missed the Rainmaker shield. We do see that Wave Breaker coming down right there.
Unable to mark anyone on its deployment. Range picking off the heavy edit. No more coolers for the side of Guarded Gap for the time being. They're able to hold back the position quite strongly as well. Aiming for the Jet Squelcher. Are they going to get the pick here? Do they? They do! And another pick on the shot. That's 3 picks in a row for the Range Blaster. That's opened up the position a lot for the team of Brief Bonding. Just the Pro up. The Pro has gone down. That's a delayed wipe. They're able to force a lot of points here. It's looking like this will be the end of the game. And with the Rainmaker in such an awkward spot, 15 points. Guarded Gap in the time that is allocated in overtime, just the 1 minute they have with the Rainmaker, they have to push all the way to 15 points on the opposite side of the map without the Rainmaker dying.
This seems possible.
Yeah, 15 is very, very possible, but it depends on getting like 3 wipeouts in a position like this, which is no mean feat, especially since 20 seconds of their time is already gone. They don't have much long left.
However, Guarded Gap does have the specialist to do with it. They have a Crab Tank, a Zuka, and a tactical.
It's consistently a 3v4 so far. Oh, another pick on the side of Brief Bonding, but the pick and Brief Bonding doing it, winning the set. What a game.
Brief Bonding.
Such an interesting game. The Range Blaster at the end there running forwards and being able to so cleanly pick off the Rainmaker in an instant. It's very solid team play from both teams.
Mad respect that Blaster.
Yeah, very, very like calm and collected, even at such a late point in the set. Brief Bonding are going to now run with these points throughout Swiss. They should be able to get a very solid placement if they keep up gameplay like this.
Definitely. You had mentioned a little bit into the game the 2 routes of Crableg Capital being the right side, which you're more likely to win the game, and then the left, which is faster with points, but it's easier to pick off your opponents.
Yeah.
I feel like that perfectly describes the difference between solo queue and team play. Team play is more so like, hey, I'm gonna do this, and then you do this, and then you do this, like communicating with your opponents, and then you go right, and you actually manage to get through. On left, it's more just solo queue. You don't know what your teammates are doing because sometimes they're all the way in the back, and sometimes they're all the way up next to your opponent's spawn. So you just kind of go left trying to get points as fast as you can to end the match because you don't like your teammates.
Yeah, I feel like this is a fascinating dichotomy on a lot of Rainmaker maps, and like the mode of Rainmaker in general, where I feel like, first of all, it's underrated for the amount of team coordination you need to be good at Rainmaker. Like, you need to have, you need to be able to adapt to positions quickly, you need to be able to quickly rotate from, like, point A to point B on a map if your opponents decide to quickly change the path they're pushing.
Oh, 100%.
But again, with the like left path and right path difference on Crableg, I feel like that's a thing on quite a lot of maps. Like, another good example of that is Undertow, where if you push left Like, obviously, it's a lot safer. You're much more likely to get more points if you play slower and move left. However,
Especially with the
pushing right
rework
is
map as well, having that what used to be the slick area on the left side now paintable.
yeah. But the other side of the coin is that you can push on the right side, which is considerably faster, even if there is an uninkable still there. But you go straight past the point where the enemy team spawns, which means you are so easily picked off by going that path.
Not if you use Respawn Punisher and you get a right.
See, a bold play.
This is me promoting E-leaders with Respawn Punisher.
This is me promoting all weapons with Respawn Punisher. You should play Respawn Punisher on everything. Make your opponents play the game less.
Tetras.
Exactly. Respawn Punisher
You play the
sploosh.
game.
The world is your oyster. Or your power clam, depending on the mode. Yeah. I wonder how long it'll be before round 2 starts, because what we've just witnessed is 2 different round 1 sets. We've seen... first of all, in chat we've seen Respawn Punisher on Carbon. Absolutely not.
Ew.
Stop, please. This is not allowed. We saw like a 2-0 from what appeared to be quite a dominant set of coordination from the
5 games without a round 2.
Yeah. The amount of coordination we've seen in these sets are no mean feat for how little time each team we've seen so far has had to prepare. Especially, I'm going to check when the teams were announced, so I do get this right, so I don't lie to the audience. Teams were announced on Thursday. Okay, good to know. Like,
Thursday.
These teams were announced on Thursday, so they had Thursday evening and then Friday and this morning to prepare for this tournament.
So basically 2 days.
Yeah, 2 days worth. That's not a lot of time to get familiar with the playstyles of your teammates and help them adapt to a thing that works for everyone on the team. You do not have a lot of time playing this tournament, but if you can adapt quickly and are able to form like team ideas for certain maps in like such a short amount of time, you're gonna have a very good shot of winning this tournament, since coordinating in a situation like this is so difficult.
I hope we see another round 1 set.
I think that would be awesome. We should watch all of the round 1 sets.
That would be hilarious, but we do have to get to round 2 at some point.
Yeah, and we would like the tournament to finish before midnight. Midnight GMT at least.
Preferably.
Yeah, so DGM can go and sleep. This is why you shouldn't complain with random nonsense in any help desks. The TOs would like to sleep.
That's a really good point. As a TO myself, please don't complain about random nonsense in help desks.
Yeah. Also, don't go to DMs.
That's very annoying. Especially considering most TOs nowadays literally put the first thing in their bio, like myself. My DM is not a help desk. And we still get DMs asking, hey, am I eligible for this tournament? Hey, how do I enter this tournament? Hey, how do I do this and that? Like, stop it. Just stop. You're not funny. You're weird.
Yeah. I mean, I've looked over at chat. Chat is insane.
Wow, what's chat saying? I don't have Twitch open. Let me get my iPad out.
A dichotomy of the people in chat, their opinions of Greg.
Greg? Who is Greg?
Greg is me, I think.
Greg. Do I even have Twitch on my iPad? I don't have Twitch on my iPad. Time to go to Safari. Twitch.tv. Search off the dial. Can't spell dial. Now I'm going to be able to look at chat too. This is not it. IDTGA. This isn't it.
I wish I could see the bracket. I'm going to see if I can pull the bracket up on my phone because I'm interested for how things have gone. Also, looking at the teams that were created in like master bracket and whatnot for this tournament, like, the level of players that have signed up is like the minimum that I've seen. Like, despite like the minimum like level that I've seen in Master Bracket is Division like 7 or 8, which is like that's quite still a high level for a tournament where you're signing up solo and it's open to literally every skill level. And typically this being the tournament that people move to as their first tournament. The level of people that still sign up, even in the higher tiers of competitive Splatoon, like your Division 1 players, it's like quite a good testament to how like well run the tournament is.
Oh,
people
totally.
keep coming back to play it more and more. And also how addictive the format is. The format is so fun.
It's very fun. I love playing it, but it's just it's a little bit questionable sometimes how I'm not gonna complain, but it's still a good tournament. We take it. We take these.
Yeah. Especially with the recent ending of not Little Squiddly. It's not Little Squiddly that ended. It's Launch Point Draft Cup. With the end of Launch Point Draft Cup,
I played in closing ceremony of that. I love draft tournaments so much.
Yeah.
But it's just you don't have like a lot of them anymore.
Yeah. If you want to play in a draft tournament, sign up for the next Dangerous to Go Alone. It's essentially at this point now one of a kind, unless you do like if you find a small regional one, like a UK example being like the Melvo Draft Cups and the UK Mafia Draft Cups. Like
I know there's another draft tournament, Spawning Grounds. If you're low level eligible, you can get into Spawning Grounds.
There's a lot of options. This is the most consistent, I feel. Dangerous to Go Alone. We're on the 45th iteration. That says a lot about it as well.
Oh yeah, what was this in Splatoon 2 still?
I think so.
We started in Splatoon 2.
I think they did.
They're calling you Hydra Greg, Oxy Greg.
Yeah, there's a lot of names being thrown around.
Okay, Gregory.
Wow. Wow. That's not even my name.
What? This is shocking.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the conversation to fall back on Costco again. It's the one thing our countries have in common. The one thing that can truly unite the planet is Costco and Costco memberships.
Grenade?
Some insane comparisons.
No, that guy Tame in chat just called you Grenade.
Yeah.
Whoever that guy Tame is, I love you.
Tame is playing in the master bracket of this tournament, I think.
Oh, let's go. Who? Oh, Deathic.
Deathic with the highlighted alphabet.
You were in a set we just commentated and said A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y and Z.
You can't be singing copyrighted songs.
That's a copyrighted song?
No, it isn't. At least if it is, I'm concerned. Who copyrighted the alphabet?
Is the ABC song copyrighted? I need to know.
Bro, I know it absolutely will not be.
Oh no. The ABC song was first copyrighted in 1835 by Boston music publisher Charles Bradley.
I like the impression that we get sued by some random, like, old-time musician that's, like, related to the person that originally wrote it.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
Yeah, it is public domain.
It's public domain. Okay, we're good. We're okay, guys. We're okay.
We're fine. This is the part of the comms where it's like the weird middle ground between two sets where we're just spouting utter nonsense.
I love this part of comming. It's your birthday?
Nope. Acing is just lying. This is misinformation.
It's your birthday?
Yeah, however, everyone in chat, make sure you're going with Melvo a happy birthday. No, team, stop this.
Happy
This is
birthday,
not
Grant.
allowed.
Happy birthday.
Wow. Thank you.
How old are you turning?
57. I don't know.
Let's go. Everybody in chat, say happy 57th birthday to Gren.
I'm. What is happening? Acing Wet Luna. True. Why did you play Splash in the last set? That's interesting.
Splash.
I mean, a Luna being played in this tournament, again, testament to you can play anything and sign up and do well.
You can play anything.
You can
play.
I'd recommend it being a weapon in the base game. I wouldn't recommend trying to mod your game and playing in this tournament. But the world, you can play anything as long as I don't know the rules for splatter color screen anymore. I think it's banned, although I'm not sure.
Screen? I have to check our rules because I'm decently sure it is.
Yeah, it makes sense if it is. I would be surprised if it isn't.
Oh, my Discord's logged on my iPad. Yay!
This is a message to everyone in chat. Make sure if you do sign up to a tournament, please read the rules before you play in it.
Yes, please.
Okay. Someone in chat says it's if all players are okay with it. Okay, that sounds fair as well.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. This tournament, its rules are quite interesting. Because obviously it's such a unique tournament. The way you sign up, you get your teams beforehand. You have like no time to practice, and you're thrown straight into it. Also, there's I went in to click on the rules, and I accidentally clicked on the current community competition rules, which you should enter. You should make a meme for Dangerous to Go Alone. It might be put somewhere.
I love looking at them.
I don't. Where do they get put if you win? Hang on.
I believe it's on the website.
Yeah, it might be on the website, which is, it should at some point flash up on the bottom of the screen with the ticker along with the Twitter and the shop where you can go and buy stickers and a mouse mat and other things that are very cool that you should go. And there's a Discord link. The Discord link will also show up occasionally. You should join the Discord. That's how you get links and things to, and that's how you read the rules.
It's also how you join the tournament. You can join the tournament through the Discord. Well, there's a link in the Discord that links you to the official Off a Dial website, otd.inc. Visit the website. You should totally visit the website.
Exactly.
Also, if we're going to talk about merch, let's talk about how if you want to gift some merch to chat, you can. You can go to the product in shop.otd.inc. It was just on the bottom there, bottom of the screen and on the stream. You can go there, and there should be like a little pop-up that you can click to gift it to the Twitch chat. Do that. Be Santa Claus today.
That is also true. I am reading the current chat in the actual server. And there should be a set soon. Soon. We should be getting round 2 soon.
It'll be soon.
Yeah. We won't be stuck in hell. I'm surprised we haven't actually gone into another Costco discussion. We've just been talking about the Costco discussion in general. But we've been able to talk about useful things, like how you should go and support the staff of the tournament and also the artists that work for the tournament by buying the merch from the shop. You get stickers, you get free digital prints and like real prints of various cool designs made by people like Pufu. It's awesome. You should do that.
True.
Exactly. We got it in chat. It's worth 16. Yes, the mouse mat is worth £16.
Yeah, it's worth 16. Yeah. No way you can gift it. You can gift the chat.
I'm gonna check that. I've never seen that before.
You can gift the chat. If you go to shop.otd.inc, if you go to one of the products, for example, Let's go to
Yes, you can.
Let's go to the beanie, for example. If you scroll down a little bit, underneath add to cart, there's an option to gift it to the Twitch chat.
You can do that. I have just seen that.
If you click gift to chat, it gives one lucky person that item absolutely for free, just at the cost of your money.
Yeah. You can give it to someone for free, excluding the cost of your money.
You buy it, but someone else gets it.
Yes. No, there is not Greg merch.
You should do that. You should make someone's day today. Are you being the best you can be today?
Yes, give everyone money. I think that's how we fix a lot of the world's problems.
How did you know? Elon Musk has $200 billion, and there are 8 billion people in the world. He can give each person $1 billion and still have 192 billion left over.
That's so true. That's so true. I can't believe he hasn't done that. That would be
really
wonderful.
makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. I don't know how we got to this discussion again.
Someone in chat just asked. Someone in chat just said, "I thought you said is Greg merch."
No, I'm not for sale.
Are you merch?
No, you can get merch by going to the plaza.
Can
We
we
can let you scrub. You can scrub gear.
I shop.otd.inc.
No, I don't think that would make sense personally.
We should make a Gren marketable plushie.
No, I don't think we should. What I think we should do is get ready for the next set, which should happen very soon.
Hopefully.
I've been at it again. No, I'm not making merch.
Can I buy Greg? Thank you, Ace.
Yeah, dangerous to go alone Costco merch. We should you should sell a Costco poster. I'm sure there's definitely some legal complications with that.
Nah, there can't be. Gren marketable plushie one. Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
I don't. No.
I'll make a Crableg marketable plushie if anyone wants to buy that.
Just a plushie of the map.
Yeah. It's gonna be like very square like. It's gonna be like, it's gonna have height, width, and depth.
Okay, I've just learned. We are not watching round 2. Round 2 is not happening. We're going straight to round 3.
Oh. Oh, nice.